It's the NFL on EA Sports. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Pats, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots. Well, this crew, Charles, they've talked to us about wanting to improve their pass offense, which has really struggled this season. But trying to improve it this week is going to be a little difficult because they're going up against one of the best secondaries in the entire league.
So what you're hoping for is extreme overconfidence in that secondary where they gamble a little bit, trying to make a big play themselves. Maybe you can get them on a little play action or a double move or something like that and still find ways to throw the football downfield.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Evan McPherson down for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. One thing I know for sure, and I know you know this too, that was not in the script. One play, and it's 6 going the other direction.
Not only was it not in the script, it's not in his mental process either, because I know he spent last night prior to the ball game envisioning every pass being perfect, every pass going to his guys, and frankly, every pass ending up in the end zone. In this case, it did, just the wrong one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this one too low. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions,
No interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he was a little otherworldly in his last performance.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he gets us all the way down to the Patriots' 17-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
No, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
17-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they...
Touchdown, Patriots! Damian Harris, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the completion on first down. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that could totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of spit kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Jones on first down. He's got it complete to Aguilar. A big play there for New England. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and then we've got a 3rd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 82 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Another go around now for the Patriot offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
That's good for Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with little time remaining. remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. Try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on the last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
And that's complete downfield to Parker.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Folk for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes toward the guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not sure how to do it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Bengals,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Defense.